Hi, this is Mr. Ward, and I'm going to do a quick video on the do now. So here we go. We've got 2 points, 0, -4, and 5, 16. From the first point to the second point, how much vertical change is there? And all we're caring about here is from -4, that's the y value, to 16. How much vertical change is there? And the way we'd do that is we'd say 16 minus -4, which is going to equal 20. So there is a vertical change of 20 because vertical change is all about the y part of this thing. So vertical change is 20 for those 2 points. Now, how about the horizontal change? For the horizontal change, we're only going to care about the x values from 0 to 5. So how much does that change from 0 to 5? Well, once again, to figure that out, we just say 5 minus 0, which is a fairly simple one. That equals just 5. So the horizontal change is 5. Now, considering that as a fraction, we're going to do the vertical change over the horizontal change, and that's going to be 20 was the vertical change divided by 5, and we can reduce that to 4/1, and go ahead and just write that as 4. You don't need to write it as 4/1, though it can be useful when you're graphing a line. Did you get 4? Congratulations, you've just calculated the slope of a line going through those 2 points. So that is the slope of that line. The slope is 4. Okay, so once again, all we've done is we've taken our 2 points. Okay, so we had 0, -4, and we had 5, 16. And that was our 2 points. So we had 0, that should be a 0 there. Okay, so point 1, this is point 1, this is point 2, and that's why I'm putting a -4 here as y1, and a 0 as x1, because that's the x and y from the first point. And over here, I'm putting in a 5 for x2 and a 16 for y2. And that's the x and y values for the second point. It's completely arbitrary which one I picked, but this allows me to keep them going in order. So the subtraction is all flowing in the same direction. So we're going from figuring out everything from this point to this point. All of it is going in the same direction. Okay, now Jimbo has had it again, and he came up with a slope of -4, and I'll show you how he did it. Let me do this here, bring it up a little bit. So what Jimbo did was he switched this somehow. So he took the point 0, -4, the other point 5, 16, and he went one way for the x's and the other way for the y's. So he went from this point to this point, maybe that's the vertical change, but then he went backwards going the other way. So this is what I mean. He's going in opposite directions for his horizontal and his vertical change. And if you do that, you will end up switching one of these subtraction problems. And you'll get the opposite answer. If I switch this 5 and the 0, you get 0 minus 5. And then I get a negative down here, and this is a positive. Then I get 20 over -5, and that'll get me -4. So simply put, he got his change of y and change of x in opposite directions. So watch out for that. You always want to keep that change flowing in the same direction. But the last thing I'm going to tell you about is the equation. So he figured out that it's y equals 4x, but 4 times 0 does not equal -4. And 4 times 5 does not equal 16. It equals 20. 4 times 0 equals 0. So we need to come up with something we're going to add or subtract to 4x. Well, 4 times 0 is 0. What do I do to get to -4? I would subtract 4. Let's test that for the other point. 5 times 4 is 20, minus 4 is definitely 16. So there we have it. There was our line equation. And it turns out we have the slope here, 4. That's the rate of change of y over the change of x that we did earlier. But then the y-intercept shows up right here. This is, in fact, the form y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept, because the y-intercept for these 2 points is 0, -4. And this is going to be a line that goes through down here at -4. Let's say that's 0, -4, 0, -4. That is a y-intercept because x is 0, and that means it's on the y-axis. And it's going to go very steeply like that. It has a steep slope of up 4 over 1, up 4 over 1. So that there would probably be 1, 0 right there, because the slope is going to have it go up 4 from -4 up to here, and then over 1, and then it'll go up 4 over 1, up 4 over 1, up 4 over 1, and so forth. And that will be your line. So this is the line equation that we'll be using. This is slope right there, m, and -4 is our y-intercept. We use the letter B for y-intercept. I hope that helps.